All right, welcome back to It's New.
New.
Morty, what do you got for us?
Google comments on their scrapability.
And a new?
Google hits the deck with an AI Max pitch.
Greg?
A Google job posting shows it's a bad day to be a scraper. Maybe?
And then Google Discover has some new features for you all. All right, whenever you're ready, Morty.
So first, does it say R.I.P. Russell Wilson on your shirt, Greg? That'd be interesting.
No, it says Ralph Wilson. Let's go Bills, baby.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. Sheesh. Oh my God.
The Bills shirt.
Mr. Unlimited. Okay. You know how Google said we're stopping the scraping from page 100 and beyond, basically? And all your SEO data and your tool data is
just correction. Google did not say anything.
Sorry. Yes, Google didn't say that. Google did that. What Google did say was Preeti Gupta was commenting on Blue Sky. I try to keep track of these platforms, saying, "Oh, there go all my friends, i.e., my impressions." And John Mueller from Google's like, maybe basically saying, I think the way I interpreted it in a snarky way was kind of saying like maybe those people were never really your friends to begin with. Those are just vanity metrics and vanity impressions.
I emailed Google's comms team back and forth. I'm surprised I didn't get a response yet. Why can't Google just say, yes, this is a change we made, and you don't have to say why we made it or anything else. We made a change and we're not changing it back. This is what's going to be. So now you have all these tool sets like running around saying, is it a bug? Should we wait? It's been a week now, so I assume it's not a bug. And then the whole Search Console fiasco around this. All right, so all these tools, not just AI scrapers, but all these tools were injecting fake data into Search Console. Google wasn't able to filter that out for some reason, which I guess they don't do. They don't filter out bad links either. So I don't know. And this comment, yeah, maybe the real impressions were friends we made along the way.
Where was that from?
From John. It feels like.
No, if you want a quote, what do you got, Marty? What does it feel like?
It just feels like he's acknowledging what's happening and basically saying, in the John kind of way, so it goes.
All right, I got a quote, and this is what I feel like the organic state of Google is, and it's from one Ralph Waldo Emerson. Your actions speak so loudly, I cannot hear what you're saying. And I feel like that's what everything has been with AI is now this, and it's like, wow, I see what's happening. I'm not stupid. I can't listen to the nonsense about everything going on here. I know there's not comments on this specifically, but the actions are loud.
I don't know.
I don't know. I agree.
I agree. Yes, the actions are loud. It's obviously this is what's happening. But when it happened last Thursday night into Friday, I'm like, is this really going to be the way it is? Is this a bug? Did you disable this by accident? And ghosts. So I don't know. But yeah, it looks like this is it. And Google's not commenting maybe. So we'll see.
Barry, question on that. Big journalist here. Do you usually get no response?
Usually, I don't keep track. Google does not respond to me sometimes, and I have to follow up. And sometimes I didn't see your email. John almost never responds to people, but he gets a lot of questions.
When you email comms more times than comms, you get a response.
I don't know if it's more. It depends on what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Do people in general respond to you, outside of Google?
Yes.
Well, that's nice.
I'm ending my journalist career right now after that question.
It's ridiculous. They should respond and say we have no comment at least, something like that. So I don't
do the football coach thing. Gobbledygook. It's all right down there in front of us. Just say gobbledygook.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, but Google is communicating with advertisers, I think.
Yes, they want advertisers to use AI Max a lot more. Yeah, so this was under the DigiDay article where they provided a deck of 26 pages long, apparently. It's behind a paywall, so if you want to see it, pay for a DigiDay subscription. But basically, in short, it says that, agencies briefs say that Google is taking a lightly generated approach to copy, pulling from brand approved sources instead of fabricated content. And Google is also advising advertisers to avoid testing AI Max on campaigns under $50 per day. So basically just a general advice of how to use AI Max, because they're saying that it's a bit of a mess. There's accuracy gaps, report spend leakage, and all that kind of stuff, which I'm not surprised by this, because I just see AI Max, when I think of AI Max, I'm like, think of how PMax was when it first started, where everybody complained about it. So really not surprised by all these issues. And at some point, hopefully Google will fix things the way they've been fixing PMax. But yeah, they're really pushing for people to keep on using it. And they're going to be testing using the first AI responses starting in Q4. They're going to be showing beneath shopping and text ads, beneath AI generated answers, along the like AI overview answers. They're going to be like testing, like showing ads in that space in the next few months. So yeah, look out for that.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. It's early, but I'm sure they'll get it right. Right.
No, they're not going to. They're just going to pitch it blindly to everybody, like I just had yesterday.
All right.
No comment.
Well, let's move on. Let's scrap that and move on to something else.
Please.
Okay. Well, speaking of scrap, let's talk scraping here, because Google had put out a job posting for a senior engineering analyst for Search, an anti-scraper. And this job posting was out on LinkedIn. Barry, you had grabbed a screenshot of it before it was swiftly, I would say, removed. 49 people had applied, and they needed, fraud detection, some network analysis, search engine optimization background, and a whole bunch of data. And again, to the actions being louder than the words, the community was in a tizzy with this, I would say. And it's just one more kind of action towards maybe this is the new reality, I would say. Is that fair, Barry?
It's fair. I mean, the job posting happening after the whole parameter thing changed seems a little bit unusual. And then them removing a job posting after like 5-6 days of being live. I mean, you usually don't fill a position that quickly.
Not at Google, for sure.
No. So that was a little weird.
Yeah.
No
and
comment.
another thing that's a little bit weird was a new announcement from Google about a store widget on the Search Central blog. Barry, you wrote it up very nicely over in Search Engine Roundtable, saying that this has been around since last year, but it kind of seemed like it. I read the announcement, and it seems like they're kind of re-envisioning it or just relaunching it. I don't really know what this is, but it's you get a little widget, and then when you hover over it, it has I'd say sort of a large pop-up that shows your overall store rating, shipping, returns, competitive pricing, payment options, website quality. If you are one of the good e-commerce retailers out there, this could be something that could be helpful for you. It is pretty noticeable, I would say, especially on some of the mobile examples there. So if you are a bad store with bad reviews, I would say not to use this.
Yeah. So I looked at the previous help documentation on this from last year versus the new one, and it looks like Google added 2 new widgets. So the top quality store widget is the old widget, and the 2 new widgets are store rating widget and store quality widget.
Okay.
But Google didn't say that in their announcement. They just said we have new widgets. We're announcing the widgets for the stores. So it was very confusing.
So even if you're not top quality, you can still use this and
You
show.
could be poor quality. Morty, I'm sure you're happy about that.
Brings me new life. Oh, no, wait, sorry. No comment.
And then on Google Discover, Google finally announced the rollout of that follow feature where you can actually follow publications via Google Discover, which is pretty cool. We saw this a few weeks ago as being tested, and now it's fully officially rolling out. And also a lot of people have been saying, hey, I see more X posts, Instagram, YouTube shorts on Google Discover. And yeah, it's legit. Google's said they're going to push out more and more social media content on Google Discover, which I spelled Google over. So I got to fix that typo.
I'd say leave it.
Leave it.
Actually,
Yeah.
leave it. I'll leave it. And then, so that's going to be happening more and more, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Any comments, Morty?
No comment.
I like it.
I like it too. Any event, thanks
Not
so much.
confirmed.
We're back on Monday with more It's New, and then a bunch of days off. Sorry. the Jewish holidays are here, so there's gonna be a lot of days off in the coming month.
Maybe I'll do solo shows, Barry.
Maybe
Me and Morty. I'll just kick every topic over to Morty and get a no comment back.
As if I'm also not Jewish.
Oh. Anu. It's the PPC hour, baby.
Yeah, with a PPC.
Taking over. All right. Check out the Marketing O'Clock shows, the Unify brand marketing, and of course, PPC Live. Bye-bye.
Bye.